Don Quixote, written by Miguel de Cervantes, is considered one of the greatest works of fiction in world literature. First published in two parts in 1605 and 1615, it tells the story of a middle-aged man named Alonso Quixote who becomes obsessed with chivalry and sets out on a series of adventures under the name Don Quixote. The novel begins by introducing us to Alonso Quixote, an elderly gentleman who lives in the region of La Mancha in Spain. He spends most of his time reading books about knights and their heroic deeds. Consumed by his fantasies, he eventually loses his sanity and convinces himself that he is a knight-errant destined to revive chivalry. Renaming himself Don Quixote, he dons a rusty suit of armor, mounts an old horse named Rocinante, and recruits a simple-minded laborer named Sancho Panza as his loyal squire. With these preparations, Quixote embarks on a quest to restore justice, protect the innocent, and defeat evil. The novel is structured as a series of interconnected episodes, each presenting Don Quixote with a new challenge or adventure. One of the most famous episodes is the encounter with windmills. Mistaking them for giants, Don Quixote charges at them, only to be knocked off his horse and injured. This episode highlights the contrast between Quixote's romantic ideals and the harsh reality of the world. Throughout his journey, Don Quixote encounters various characters who react differently to his delusions. Some play along and humor him, while others ridicule and mock him. Cervantes uses these encounters to explore the themes of reality versus illusion, sanity versus madness, and the power of imagination. One of the central characters is Dulcinea del Toboso, a peasant woman whom Don Quixote envisions as a noble lady. Despite never having met her, he believes she is his beloved and devotes himself to her. Dulcinea serves as a symbol of Quixote's idealized view of the world and represents his pursuit of an unattainable dream. Another significant character is Sancho Panza, Don Quixote's faithful squire. Sancho is a simple, down-to-earth man who often serves as the voice of reason, contrasting with Quixote's romanticized worldview. Their interactions create a dynamic and humorous relationship that adds depth to the narrative. As the story progresses, Don Quixote's delusions become more pronounced, and his adventures become increasingly absurd. He mistakes an inn for a castle, a barber's basin for the legendary helmet of Mombrino, and even attacks a flock of sheep, thinking they are an enemy army. These episodes showcase the comedic elements of the novel and satirize the romantic tales of chivalry popular at the time. Cervantes also uses Don Quixote as a vehicle for social commentary. The novel explores themes of class, power, and the role of literature in society. Through Quixote's misguided sense of nobility, Cervantes exposes the hypocrisy and corruption prevalent in Spanish society during the 17th century. Towards the end of the novel, Don Quixote's friends and family manage to capture him and bring him back home. Realizing the extent of his delusions, Quixote falls into a deep melancholy and renounces his knightly ambitions. In a poignant scene, he regains his sanity and acknowledges that his adventures were nothing more than the product of his imagination. Tragically, Don Quixote's recovery is short-lived. He falls ill and, on his deathbed, recovers his sanity once again. He reconciles with his loyal squire, Sancho Panza, and dies. As Alonso Quixote, the man he was before his madness took hold. Don Quixote's death marks the end of the novel, but its impact on literature and culture is immeasurable. Cervantes created a timeless masterpiece that explores themes of identity, illusion, and the power of storytelling. The novel's blend of comedy, adventure, and social commentary has captivated readers for centuries and continues to be celebrated as a seminal work of literature.